guys, it's me again, and I'm back with another video. Now with this video, I'm doing an art challenge, and what art challenges are is to challenge yourself into drawing better, or challenge yourself to do some other, practice something unique, or something that you haven't done before. So I'm going to be redrawing one of my old artworks that I did in 2010. And this is really old, oh, it's cringe-worthy. Why did I even decided to do this? But, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the sketch and start drawing as well. Start doing this sketch that I did that. As you can tell, it's a really old drawing, so yeah. So let me go ahead and get started. Oh. Yeah, that's all I named her after, and that's about it. I haven't really picked out a name for her, so and it's been forever if I ever picked a name out for her. I think it's coming out pretty good so far, but it just is a matter of time before I actually decide to actually mess up this drawing like I usually do sometimes. Let's look up poses. Might give her a different pose. You never know. I'll keep the same pose. I'm just gonna do it a little differently. That was weird. I don't know what. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. You guys can't really see it that well. The main reason why I picked out the most oldest drawing in the world is because I wanted to challenge myself a bit. So yeah. So when I started drawing this when I was younger, I basically would draw out my expressions, my feelings, how I felt. And this was around the time I was actually, I think I was in middle school at the time when I did this. So yeah, I wasn't the best in middle school at drawing, but you get better. You get better eventually. I was like at my aunt's, and I don't know why I was just in a really bad location, like in my memory and stuff. So I was going through a lot of stress and depression. So I decided to draw this because I was. So when I drew it, I was like, okay. And I was, when I get older, because I wanted to draw. So yeah. And I wanted you guys to see that I didn't just start off like really good. I started off pretty bad. Like, and it's inspirational when you get to see other people that draw the same way that you draw. It's not like bad drawing, it's just not my best compared to how I draw now. And a lot of people are like, there's no way you could draw like that. There's no way. I'm like, yeah, there is a way. I practiced a lot. So, yeah, it's very difficult for a lot of people to understand. When you do draw, you gotta practice, 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 and not give up on practicing. So you gotta keep going at it. You gotta keep drawing at it. And of course, when I was a kid, of course, I thought I was the best drawer ever because I always got compliments on how good I drew. Now that I look at it now, I'm like, I could have done better on certain stuff, but I knew I was just a kid. So it's like, I could have done better on this, 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 and this. And when I look back on my stuff, I'm like, I could redraw all of these and make them look 10 times more better. But at the same time, You don't want, I critique my own work, and some people still critique my work to this day so that I can get better at drawing. And that's what I like about having artistic people in my family and friends that are artistic. I almost said something else, but I'm not going to say it. But it's great to have artistic people in the family. So yeah, but this is what it's looking like so far. So that you guys don't miss on anything when I sketch. So let's go ahead and get started on the eyes. And when you do draw tears, you don't want them just like this. And when you do poses, you gotta make sure that you're doing it. You don't want your hand like this. You want your hand like this, like it's holding your other hand. Like, kind of like this. So, yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that. Warn you guys, certain poses will look better if you did something more anatomatic, I guess. You gotta practice on the anatomy. Practicing the anatomy is going to be your best bet. So, and you don't want to use solid colors. You want to use a variety of colors. You want to shade with those colors too. More realistic as possible. Not like, too realistic to the point where it looks like realism, but realistic enough to where you know it's anime and you know the anatomy, different stuff. Don't overwhelm yourself, because I've done that where I overwhelmed myself with too much stuff to get all these poses down and stuff like that. But yeah. But yeah, don't overwhelm yourself with too much stuff that you can't do. If you don't get it right the first time, you're going to get it right the next time. So if you need to take a break when you're frustrated, then go ahead. Honestly, go ahead. Because when you start drawing and stuff and you get frustrated with your drawing because you're not getting it right and you get aggravated, I do the same thing. I get so frustrated. So, yeah. But I'm gonna try to keep at it. You just gotta keep at it. Keep practicing every day. Even if you're frustrated the next day, you should at least try to practice it at least that day, but don't practice too much that day. Because I remember being frustrated when I was a kid because I couldn't get it right, and I would get so up. And now that I look at it, I'm like, there's some things that I could have done better. But that's just me. And I'm not trying to downplay other people. I'm just trying to get you guys to know that once you get older and once you get to that age of where you've gotten better at drawing and you keep practicing at it, you start realizing that I could have done better on certain things. But of course, keep in mind, you're like young. And that's what you gotta keep in mind with younger people is some younger folks will be better than other younger folks. So yeah. But it's been a very difficult day. But this is just to show how much I've improved and just how much I have done right. And trust me, the more you draw, the better you get. So don't downplay yourself in any shape or form like I do to myself sometimes. But just keep doing what you do best. Let's see. I most probably will color it later and do a video on that. So I'm just redrawing the whole background and everything, so I'll get back to you guys when I finish this off. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll get back to you guys more, even better. Bye.